Hi everybody, welcome to Singing Assembly. Now the first thing you might need to do today is pause the video and go and find yourself a sword, just like mine. So, pause the video now, go and find a sword. I'll be right here when you get back. Got one? Okay, everybody say, on guard. And when you hear the music, follow me. It's going to tell the story of our sword fight. Very good, everybody. Okay, swords down. Time to warm up the rest of our body, starting with our shoulders. So first of all, move your shoulders up and down and forward and back and up and down and forward and back. Now I want to do it with your best cowboy voice. Ready? Up and a down and a forward and a back and an up and a down and a forward and a back. And then we're going to do a very nice gentle voice like this and make our shoulders go and around and around. Then our hands are going to go like this and we're going to whisper this way and that way and this way and that way. And then in our witchy voice, touch your knees, touch your knees. So what have we got all together? Up and a down and a forward and a back and an up and a down and a forward and a back and around and around. This way and that way and this way and that way. Touch your knees, touch your knees. Well done if you got it so far. Now we need some scary monster hands like this. And our scary monster sound goes ee 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 ee. And then finally, we're going to hold on to our skiing poles and go skiing down a snowy mountain. Shh, 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 shh. So, let's try it from the beginning, shall we? Shoulders first, cowboy voices. Up and a down and a forward and a back and an up and a down and a forward and a back and around and around. This way and that way and this way and that way. Touch your knees, touch your knees. Ee 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 ee. Shh, 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 shh. After that, you need to be really good at counting to 8 because we're going to do all sorts of actions 8 times, finishing with jumping. And on our last jump, jump number 8, I want you to freeze in a big star shape like this. And that's going to be the end of our little warm-up song. So let's practice our counting to 8. First of all, we'll just count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and stomp. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, pat your knees. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, clap your hands. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and click. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, turn around. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and jump. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that will be the end. So, we've got to go back to the beginning and try it all the way from our shoulders and our cowboy voices. So, get ready, and here we go. Ready? And an up and a down and a forward and a back and an up and a down, and a forward and a back, and around, and around. This way, and that way, and this way, and that way. Touch your knees, touch your knees. Ee, 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 ee. Ready to count, everybody? Count 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stop. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pat your knees. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And clap. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And click. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Turn around. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And jump. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well done, everybody. After that start, I need a little sit down. You can sit down too if you like. Okay, and we're going to do a song called Andy Pandy. So, first of all, we're going to learn it with some actions. So, all our actions are going to be with our hands. Let's try it. So it's my turn, and when I go like this, it'll be your turn. Andy Pandy, sugary candy, all pop up. Andy Pandy, sugary candy, all pop up. Well done. The next bit goes, Andy Pandy, sugary candy, all pop down. All pop down. Excellent, good job. Next one goes, Andy Pandy, sugary candy, all pop in. All pop in. Well done. And the last one goes, Andy Pandy, sugary candy, all pop out. Your turn. Very good. Okay, this time when we do it, we're going to make our actions a bit bigger. So when we pop up, we're going to stand up to pop up. When we pop down, we're going to crouch right down. When we go in, we're going to curl up as small as we can. And when we go out, we're going to be as wide as we can as well. Ready? This time do it at the same time as me. Off we go now. Andy Pandy, sugary candy, all pop up. Andy Pandy, sugary candy, all pop down. Andy Pandy, sugary candy, all pop in. Andy Pandy, sugary candy, all pop out. Very good, everybody. Okay, this time when we do it, I want you to pat your knees along with the beat until we get to your action at the end. So put your hands on your knees, get ready. 1, 2, off we go. Andy Pandy, sugary candy, all pop up. Andy Pandy, sugary candy, all pop down. Andy Pandy, sugary candy, all pop in. Andy Pandy, sugary candy, all pop out. Good job, everybody. Okay, let's remember that Andy Pandy for next time. Let's go back to a song we learned last week called Swing Me Over the Water. And you might remember that you need a partner for this song. Either a person or, like me, a cuddly friend. Okay, have everyone got your partner or your cuddly friend? You can always pause me for a moment if you need to go and get somebody. But here we go. Let's practice the way we did last week. Off we go, swing me over the water, swing me over the sea, swing me over the garden wall and swing me home for tea. Very good, everybody. I want to show you 2 different ways to do it with my friend Sharky here. Okay, so here's one way you can do it where you are rowing a boat together. So you've got to get down on the floor and get your partner facing you, and you've got to go back and forth like you're rowing your boat. Off we go, Swing me over the water, swing me over the sea. Swing me over the garden wall and swing me home for tea. Very good, that's another good way. The last way that I want you to try is we're going to make a little hammock or a little swing for our friends. So this one you might definitely want a cuddly friend unless you've got a big person-sized hammock. But my hammock is going to be this blanket here. And if I had another person, they could hold the other end, but I'm going to use the door handle. There you go, Sharky, have a nice rest. And you can swing your cuddly friend in your hammock, or a scarf, or blanket, whatever it might be. Off we go, swing me over the water, swing me over the sea. Swing me over the garden wall and swing me home for tea. Well done, Sharky, you can have a nice little rest there. Good job, everybody. That swing me over the water, we also learned the song Slippery Fish last week, didn't we? So this week, there might be some new animals under the ocean, as well as our slippery fish. If you've never heard of any of them before, you could always look them up afterwards to see what they're like. Some pretty amazing fish in the sea. Ready? Let's start with slippery fish. Off we go, slippery fish. Slippery fish, swimming in the water. Slippery fish, gulp, gulp, gulp. Uh-oh, our slippery fish got eaten by a cuttlefish. Off we go, a cuttlefish, swimming in the water. A cuttlefish, gulp, gulp, gulp. Our cuttlefish got eaten by a manta ray. Off we go, a manta ray, swimming in the water. A manta ray, gulp, gulp, gulp. Our manta ray got eaten by a killer whale. Off we go, a killer whale, swimming in the water. A killer whale, gulp, gulp, gulp. Do you remember how this ends? 3, 2, 1. Pardon me. Great job, everybody. Okay, for this next song, I'm going to sit back down again because I need to have a drum. Now at home, you might have a little drum you can use for this song. Or you might be creative and you might get something you can use for a drum, like a bowl or a pan. Or like me, you might use a cushion. Okay, we need our drum to make the sound of thunder, because this song is called I Hear Thunder. Now, if you've not heard it before, all of the lines in this song repeat 2 times, apart from the very last one. So, we'll take turns first, but remember, each time it happens twice. My turn, your turn. I hear thunder. I hear thunder. Hark, don't you? Hark, don't you? Pitter patter raindrops. Pitter patter raindrops. Now here's the last part where I say something, you say something different. So I'll say, I'm wet through. You'll say, so are you. Ready? So you'll say, so are you. I'm wet through. Okay, that's the whole song. Let's see if we can sing it together, shall we? So it'll be I hear thunder 2 times, hark don't you 2 times, pitter patter raindrops 2 times, and then I'm wet through, so are you. Ready? off we go. I hear thunder, I hear thunder. Hark, don't you, hark, don't you. Pitter-patter raindrops, pitter-patter raindrops. I'm wet through, so are you. Well done, everybody. Now, here's where our drum comes in. We're going to use our drum to make some thundery sounds, but also some different sounds too. And I want you to listen out for when we go from being loud with our drum to being quiet with our drum. Ready? Let's start the song again and copy me on your drums. Off we go. I hear thunder. 1, 2, 3, 4. I hear thunder. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hark, don't you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hark, don't you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pitter-patter raindrops. Pitter-patter raindrops. I'm wet through, so are you. Did you hear the part where we went quiet? That's right, when we did pitter-patter raindrops. The raindrops were so quiet on our drums. Nice work, everybody. Okay, let's put your drums to one side and let's look at our body percussion rhythm. We've been learning this now since the beginning. Stomp, clap, mana, clap. Stomp, clap, mana, clap. And then we turned it into a jump. Stomp, clap, mana, clap. Clap, mana, clap. This last change I want to do though, is I want to see if we can get a double jump in our beat. Watch me and see if you can join in. I'll start normally. Mana, jump, jump, clap. Mana, clap, jump, jump, clap. Can you join in? Jump, jump, clap. Mana, clap, jump, jump, clap. Mana, clap, jump, jump, clap. Mana, clap, jump, jump, clap. Mana, clap. Well done, everybody. That is the end of that body percussion rhythm. So if you can do it with a double jump too, next time we might try it with some music. Okay, that's all for today, everybody. Well done, and I'll see you next week.